Three, two, one.
PzNqZ, manifesting on the highest plane, seven circle on my brain. Activation, conscious stimulation for the nation. Are you on your P's and Q's? Well, I hope so. Am I? Well, I guess we just gonna have to find out. Kanye West, at his past show this Saturday, he went on a monumental rant about the industry, as well as some of his business partners, I guess you can say.
Hey, stop it. Hey, radio, fuck you. Radio, fuck
you. He had some things to get off his chest, obviously. Now this whole, all this drama has people up in rage, wilding out, Twitter war, Twitter fingers. People is on one right now. And it's lovely. It's good for business. That's what I would say. For me, this was the rant of the year. This was like the end of the year conclusion. He brought some things to fruition that's been inside for a minute. And now he erupted them up out of him like a volcano. And he actually did go a little bit in on his Friday concert. But this Saturday, he set it off. One of the main things that caught my interest about his rant was the politics behind the radio stations and the music that they play. We all know now that they play the same songs over and over and over again, back to back. One of the main artists that was in the midst of this rant was the song For Free by Drake and produced by DJ Khaled. So he was going in saying, y'all know what it is. Y'all know that the politics behind this don't make no sense. They burning the song out. Like, damn, can we miss it for a second? I guess not. They dominating the airwaves. That song is getting played over and over again.
Is it just me?
Yeah.
Is it just me? Is this sex so good I shouldn't have...
We all know that Drake is a good artist. But he was like, what about Frank Ocean? Kid Cudi? These are some good artists, as well as many other artists. But they blankly just ignore talent. Bottom line is, we know what the deal is. It's many other artists that are not getting enough exposure because they're playing favoritism to record labels that pay them to spin the records. Business is business. It makes sense. But that's why people don't listen to the radio no more. Everybody connected to Pandora because they can select what's good for their ear. It is what it is. We're going to see what happens. The industry done went somewhere else. It's all about the money now. It has nothing to do with about art or the culture behind it. Unfortunately. I remember back in the days, we can call in and request songs. They played songs from every era. That's why back in the days, even a young kid like me, in the early 90s, they played the new stuff, but I also knew all the old school jams. I knew all the songs from the 70s, the 80s, even the 60s, because they kept music in rotation. But that, nobody cares about the culture no more. It's all about what's hype, what's now, what's today. If you don't have a hit record the week after you drop one, you're old. That's yesterday. You played out. You got to keep people pumped because the attention span is very short nowadays. You got to be making beef with people, doing all type of publicity stunts, saying the craziest things just to get attention outside of actual art. And from what I believe, that's what happened with Prince. They stopped playing his music because he switched his name from Prince to the artist formerly known as Prince. Then they stopped playing his music on air. That's why he kept on pumping his own records out. And as soon as he got ownership of his masters, it was over. We all know what that's all about. That's another story though. He said, he was like, Beyonce, you hurt my feelings because you manipulated the MTV Awards, Video Music Awards, with the Music Video of the Year because she won Formation.
And let me tell you something. MTV, fuck you. Once again, as always.
I guess it was up against Hotline Bling, which the video really wasn't shit. It was just like a comical little, artistic type of color scene. But Formation had choreography. It had some deep subliminal messages. It was revolutionary. It was heavy. I feel like she should have won anyway, if you ask me, which it is what it is. I'm not really one to judge. And his video Famous, that was more of a publicity stunt video. It wasn't that artistic. It was very plain. They just came from different angles and it was more shock value. But it wasn't that creative, So Beyonce should have won that anyway, and I guess that hurt his feelings because he feel like she should have his back or give him a break since he got on stage years back and hopped up on stage and what was her name? I forgot her name. Taylor Swift. He was like, oh, Beyonce should have won, blah 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 blah. And ever since then, people been on this bumper, and they've been saying that he out of control ever since that happened. So we'll see where the bricks lay. He kept on going on about, oh, Jay-Z, call me Jay.
Jay-Z, call me, bro. You still ain't called me. Jay-Z, call me. Hey, bro, Jay-Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them out my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a man.
So I guess Jay ain't gave him a call ever since his wife got robbed in Paris, with the whole diamond heist thing. I don't know, that could have been another publicity stunt because now, see, we're talking about him. His name is still pulsating in our ears. So if he drop a new video, everybody gonna rush to it. If he drop a new rant, everybody gonna rush to it. They can say he crazy, but most geniuses are crazy because the creative mind, it has no filter on it. It just flows and flows and flows. And that's how things change. That's how we, you gotta break rules to make a difference. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you gotta crack the veil. You gotta crack the foundation of things. You know what I'm talking about? Kanye was in full-blown beast mode, a loose cannon. Kanye done created a new term. He said, I'm on my Trump shit.
Radio, fuck you. Oh yeah, I'm on my Trump shit tonight. Radio, fuck you.
Say whatever I feel, no matter if it's politically correct or not. When it's least expected, just going against the grain, digging up new dirt. You know what I'm saying? It's like having waves and just brushing them back. You know what I'm talking about? Which is what a lot of us need to do. We need to get out of our comfort zone and really be real with ourselves. I feel like that's the best way to bring creativity out of yourself and find out what your true passion is. So you won't waste your life away trying to meet somebody else's demands. Being politically correct that's not even important anymore. Trump proved that. He proved that.
A lot of people here tonight felt like they lost. You know why? Because y'all been lied to. Google lied to you. Facebook lied to you. Radio lied to you. Radio, fuck you.
He said, you keep on, trying to be politically correct, and you're gonna get Hillary Clinton. That's another term that he done came with.
And if y'all still keep following old models, your ass is gonna get Hillary Clinton.
I'm on my Trump shit, and if you don't be on your Trump shit, you gonna get Hillary Clinton. That's pretty deep, because we all know she was saying the same thing Obama was saying, and people feel like Obama wasn't making enough change. Of course, he did some things that had to be done because we was in a recession and whatnot, and he wasn't really in full power because he had to play Mr. Perfect, and they wouldn't really let him fully express himself. He had to suppress all his real emotions and be Mr. Perfect.
Obama couldn't make America great because he couldn't be him to be who he was. Black men have been slaves. Obama wasn't allowed to do this and still win. He had to be perfect. But being perfect don't always change shit, bro. Being perfect don't always change shit, bro.
That's a part of the game. That's a part of the job. You know, you got to be submissive in this world. But Trump, he breaking all those rules right now. And that is one thing he said this past Friday. He was like, you know, if I didn't vote, but if I would have voted, I would have voted for Trump. People booed and went crazy like, what? He's a coon and blah, blah, blah. Why can't nobody have their own point of view?
I ain't above, below, none of y'all. We all equal. We all equal. These is the vibes, bro. This is the future. This is the way of thinking to make America great again.
You got people that obviously vote for Trump because he's going against the grain and he's exposing the establishment. I don't know how you can be in truth and have something against that. You know, but at the same time, it was other things that offended people because people caught up in their emotions. But he's saying nowadays you gotta really express yourself because, you know, the mainstream way of doing things is played out. That's why the mainstream media is so played out. You have all these alternative news websites and news media outlets that they're getting more views than CNN and Fox News because we know that they're just paid to just say what's politically correct and pick a side. They can get paid off, and we know that. Like being politically correct, you gotta always try to be that cool guy. You know, you gotta be Mr. Popular. I mean, she said, man, fuck being cool. You know, be real with yourself.
We are all great people. We are all equal. But sometimes we be playing the politics too much and forgetting who we are. Just to win. Fuck winning. Fuck looking cool. Fuck looking cool. Fuck being cool. Fuck all that, bruh.
And that was one of his main issues with everybody. He was like, y'all already famous. Y'all got all this power. Y'all got the keys. But y'all still being politically correct. When y'all gonna step up to the mic and really speak truth? Yeah, Kanye West be on some other stuff, but that's because he's speaking his truth.
Let Yang be Yang.
Especially when he first came in the game, he was on some revolutionary stuff, breaking it down. Even his album, Jesus, you know, he had some revolutionary statements he made on that album. Not the whole album, but he broke some stuff down, you know, unapologetically. Like my brother Dr. Umar Johnson say, I'm unapologetically Pan-African, you know. Shout out to the brother Black Power, you know what I'm saying, Black Love, and all that. To the whole movement, you know, I love everybody, but I'm a human first, then I'm a man, then I'm black. So I didn't make it this way. I was born in this world. I didn't make it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tupac. This is another thing about when you hold stuff in for too long, it can come out the wrong way. And people might not fully understand it because it's too much. And they're not used to getting so much at one time, especially when somebody's talking loud. Because then you got the emotional rumbling and they're not hearing straight. I'm talking about the mentality, the psychology, and how you can affect people with your words. And that's what's really important at the end of the day.
I'm not scared. I'm here to change things. I am here to change things. But things won't change until people admit they own falsehoods. I got the vision, bro. That is what I've been blessed with. My vision. I'm not always going to say things the perfect way, the right way, but I'm going to say how I feel.
You know, my thing is he really risking his career or is he trying to keep it relevant? Is he trying to boost his career by making publicity stunts? Like I just said, you know, artists do this a lot. You know, like the recent beef with Game and Meek Mill. I'm pretty sure that stimulated them album sales and all the attention that they're getting on social media. You know, their album, you know, the whole nine. Somebody gonna win in the end. It was funny because besides all the people on the internet going nuts about it, Snoop Dogg came out with a little video with like,
this nigga crazy. Have y'all heard this nigga? This nigga on stage. This nigga crazier than the shit I got on my head. He picked the wrong night to vent like that. Them Sacramento niggas ain't feeling that shit. You should have had a bunch of weird motherfuckers like you in there when you was talking that weird ass shit. That's just my thought. I smoke weed. Weed don't make you do that. What the fuck is he on?
I'm not judging Kanye like that, nigga. If he do whatever he do is what he do. A lot of people do stuff, so he is kind of a little irate, but like I said, it can be all artistically written down. It could be a plot, a plan. Who knows? I guess we're gonna find out though. You feel me? The main crazy thing about this whole rant that he's been pulling off is the simple fact that it was over, I think, around 13,000 people. You know, the whole show was jam-packed. They paid up to, from, I don't know, $50, $75 all the way up to about around $300 something to be able to see him perform. And he was late, and he only did about 2 or 3 songs, did his rant, and dropped the mic and was out. Literally, lights out. People went crazy.
Right now, press, get ready to write your passive-aggressive LeBron James racist comments, season 4 racist comments. Get ready to have a field day, press. Get ready, because the show's over.
They was like, I cannot believe this shit. So he probably gonna have to come out the pocket for that one. It probably was an investment, but damn, 13,000 times however much he made. I mean, basically he just giving the money back. You know, whatever money he made, his part of the deal, it went back. But because of all the other work behind it, he might get a lawsuit. I have to give my piece on it. This story was way too big. Thank you guys for tuning in to my activated vision and my views. I do have an album out. It's called Birth Effect Year 1 BE. And this album is my rant. It's my protest, my views, you know, sharing my thoughts and ideas, passing out positivity and focus, things of that nature. You can check that out on datpiff.com. You can download it for free. It's a link below. You can support it, whatever the case may be. You know, I'm gonna have my jewelry line coming out pretty soon. Authentic bodywear. Got the clothing line, Authentic Stitch. You know, check it out. Until next time, stay on your P's and Q's. Peace, love, and balance. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.